Good morning, students. Today we enter into another stage of the problems or the background reasons for the rise of Hitler in Germany. So, just after the war, a government was formed in Germany. And in that government, there were Catholics, Democrats, and Socialists. All these parties were. But the people of Germany were not so much happy with the government that yesterday we have already discussed. Now, some more other reasons which has inspired the people of Germany, which has made them to go against the existing governmental system, is the Russian Revolution. In Russia, Tsar Nicholas was the king. It was a monarchy. The movement takes place under the leadership of Lenin, Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, and they established a new government in 1917. And complete Russia was renamed into USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, that is USSR. So, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, complete Russia was renamed. So, socialist idea was being implemented. Means no private property. Government will give you what you need. And you have to work for the government. So that kind of society, very imaginative, utopian, good society it was. Imagination, reality did not take place. That we'll see later. So many people began to think about socialist part of the government in Germany also. They thought, why if it is possible in Russia, why can't that system be implemented in Germany? So they began to think the people who are having that socialist ideology as per Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Karl Marx has written in his book named Das Kapital and Communist Manifesto about a socialist government. So that was being implemented by Lenin. So Karl Marx was originally from Germany. So the people in Germany began to think, why can't we implement that in Germany? But when single party rule comes, you don't have any freedom or democracy. China, what happens? It was there in Russia till 1991. No freedom is there for the people to think or question or act. So many people were not happy with the Russian system. They were not at all so. Organization. So what happened? Weimar Republic crushed the movement by the supporters of Russian Revolution. The Weimar and those who have fought the war, all of them joined together and they told no chance of Russian ideological government in Germany. So naturally there were frictions and divisions in the German society. So Germany is one party rule against a multi-party open democracy. As yesterday I told you, democracy what it is. So one party rule was there in Russia. So that was not accepted by the people of Germany, majority of the people. So they were crushed. So USSR was formed again. I told friction with National Socialist Party. So National Socialist Party is a party of Hitler. So the party unit in Germany had a friction with it. Both these groups wanted a radical solution. Now, Communist Party that has come into existence in Russia, they wanted their branch and they also want a radical solution. Radical means sudden, aggressive, not a evolutionary. Revolution is what they want, sudden. So that was so there was a friction, disagreement, unhappiness among the people. So socialists, Democrats and Catholics were against USSR set up. That only no. In Russia, Germany, it is not possible. We are not. So they were the formers of Weimar Republic or the government in Germany. So the organization that has supported the Russian ideology, they were called Spartists, and later they renamed themselves into Communist Party of Germany. They formed a Communist Party in Germany and they tried to implement that, but they were not able to do it. So that is what we see here. Now we know there is a political things here. Now we are entering into economic reasons. Germany had to pay a lot of war indemnity. Yesterday I told you $6 billion they had to pay to other countries. So financial crisis was so much in Germany, no money was there. So when no money was there, what the government has to do? As ordinary people, you would think, as a student, you may think, why can't the government print a lot of currency and give it to everybody as much as they want? And the same blunder was done by the German government at that. And they, in a retaliation, when the loan was not paid, if you have not taken a loan, if you have taken a loan from a bank fellows may come to you, arrest you, and all those things may do it. They may take your properties and go. The same thing was being done by France and England. So when Germany was not able to pay the amount, some of the fertile areas of Germany, Rhine Valley, and an area named Ruhr, where most of the coal mines are located. The Ruhr and the coal mine area was occupied by France. France told, if you are not ready to give money, we take this. And we know Germany was not able to fight back. It was very weak. So it had to accept it. So you are defeated. You have no choice. So what to do in a revenge and retaliation? Germany decided to print currency as much as possible. So the value of this German mark fell. At that time, currency of Germany was mark. The value of that fell down so much. We'll see next slide. Present German currency is not mark, it is euro, because it is part of European Union. At that time, it is known as a mark, German mark. So the currency of Germany, the value of that in international level, Indian currency's value is 75 rupees with the dollar. So, like that value, when we want to give more money to somebody, the value will come down. So, like that, the value of German currency fell down. We will see how much it is because of printing. Simply they printed. Very nice to see. In April, $1 was equal to 24,000 mark. In the month of April 1923. When it came to April, May, June and July, you see, 3,53,000 current mark should be given to get $1. Think about it. 3,53,000. And when it comes one more month, it has gone to 4 lakhs. 4 lakhs. 46 lakhs. Not 4 lakhs. 46 lakhs. Within 1 month. That much currency for $1. exchange value is that. Now we say Indian currency, if we give 77 Indian currency, 79 Indian currency, we may get $1. Sorry, 73. 73 Indian rupee we get $1. Like that, to get $1 at that time in the month of July 1923, it was 3,53,000. It has come to 46 lakhs. Then when we came to December, you see, $98 lakhs. It is. This is known as hyperinflation. Inflation means what? Price rise. Price of the material has gone so much high. If they want to purchase one packet of bread, they have to carry currency on their head. Currency will be 20 times or 30 times than the weight of a bread. That situation was there. Complete disorder, anarchy, confusion. So much of tension was there in Germany during that time. So people had to carry a lot of money to get a piece of bread. Carry money. Bread can be carried in the hand, but the money should be carried on your head. So that much value of the currency has come down. Then what to do? So international agency and America, USA and Britain had some concern. Britain was told, okay, we will help Germany. So they decided to help Germany, and they appointed a person, selected a person, his name is Devas, appointed a person to find out a solution to the problem of Germany. So that person has given his plan is known as Devas plan. The solution to the problem that is faced by Germany. So let us see what are his plans. So, comment presided over by American financier Charles D. Devas. That was his name. Devas plan, arrangement of Germany's payment of repatriations after World War II. So, make money, facilities. So, America agreed to give loan to Germany. Give financial loan to Germany. And England has told, agreed to reduce its taking money from Germany, because war indemnity should be paid to England and France. So England has told it is ready to reduce the amount it takes. So there was reported stabilization of currency and the balancing of budgets as interdependent. No, what is budget? What is budget? Simple. Annual estimate of income and expenditure. Every year you are hearing government puts up the budget in the month of February. So that tells about the annual income, how much money government will get and how it is going to be spent in the next financial year. That is a budget. We can have our family budget. You can have our own budget. Means we know how much money we will get and how we are going to spend. A plan, a thinking. That is what? That is a budget. So, for the country, the budget is presented to the parliament and parliament approves the budget. Finance minister presents the budget. So, and this is the way the money is going to, and how government gets money. Not by printing. Government cannot print the money like that. Government gets the money only through taxation. The taxes that we are paying. Different taxes are there, not only that which direct, indirect, so many kinds of taxes are there. Government gets the money through the tax. That tax money annually government has calculated this much money we are expecting to get in this year. And this is the way that whatever money we are going to get, and this is the way that we are going to spend. That's a budget. So, why the budget could be balanced only if a stable and reliable currency existed. So, began to bring down the currency's bring up the currency's value. Loan was given. The problem occurred when Germany was not having money. So, loan was given to Germany and printing of the currency was stopped, and slowly Germany recovered. At that time, you must understand, in USA, economic boom was going. So much of wealth was being created in USA because the problems were here. Agriculture, all those things were going on in USA. So USA was ready to be. USA has become a creditor now. Now after that, changes are happening, that we'll see. So that is the situation here. So Devas plan, a plan that was created by Devas, providing loan to Germany or financial assistance to Germany, and Germany paying, making the things normal. That way, German economy was stabilized by the help of America, and England also not collecting much money. But France was a bit angry. Still, France also agreed to reduce the money that is being taken from Germany as war indemnity or the coal mines. So some stabilizing action had taken place because of the plan of Devas plan. Now, when Devas plan has happened, Germany has come to stabilize the positions. Things around becomes normal. Then comes the world great economic depression. World great economic depression, 1929 to 1933. That's a period of great economic depression. A depression is a sustained long-term downturn in economic activity in one or more economies. One or more economies means agricultural economy, industrial economy, trading, anything like that. How downturn? Now you think Tata company has produced so many cars, but nobody to purchase it. Then what happens? Tata company has to close down. Why did Tata company get that problem? Because people are not ready to purchase. Why people are not having money to purchase? Because they were unemployed. They were not having means of income. Their income has drastically come down. So if I was planning to purchase a car and my income suddenly comes down, I stopped purchasing plan. But Tata company was thinking that I may purchase a car, it has purchased a car for me. But I did not purchase. So what will happen? That car remains in the showroom. When the car remains in the showroom, another car cannot be produced. So what happens to a company? Company will close down. It cannot do anything. So when a company closes down, the employees will lose their job. When those employees are losing the job, those employees in the car company may be planning to purchase AC, VCR or some other facilities or go for a tour and all those things. Those persons who are also thinking that this should happen, they are also affected. So economic depression is a chain activity. I was purchasing 10 liters, 5 liters of milk every day in my family. We are drinking apple. But when the income comes down, I will reduce the consumption of that milk into 2 liters. When I reduced my consumption of income 2 liters, 3 liters of milk that was being produced by a farmer in his dairy becomes waste. He cannot do anything. So he will have a loss. There it is, a loss is there. The same thing will happen to the agricultural products also. I used to purchase wheat and eat so much. Now since no money, I have reduced my eating capacity. So the wheat that is produced will not be consumed. Or the rice that is produced will not be consumed. So many material which are produced becomes a waste. That is economic. Nobody to purchase. Nobody is having money to purchase. People lose employment. Now in India we know what is happening because of the corona. So when people are losing employment, they don't have means to eat food. So that is situation. Daily wage earners mainly. They face that problem. So that was situation. That's economic depression. It is more severe economic downturn than a recession. Recession means temporary. We can say our car companies we can say last 5 months they had a problem before this lockdown. Little bit economic recession was there in the car companies. People were not so much purchasing. Many of the car production stock companies had stock productions, but they had slowly they are recovered by the end of December and January, February and so. But again, depression is taking place. So that's a recession. So till the month of December there was a recession, means people were not purchasing something. So it was only felt more in the automobile technologies, not in other field. So it was not so much felt of this. So when it affects everybody, every individual is affected, it becomes economic depression. Nobody will be left free. So that is it. Then a recession, which is a slowdown in economic activity over the course of normal business cycle. What is business cycle? Purchasing and selling. Something is produced by one person, other person purchases. As our money should not be in our pocket alone. Our money should be circulated. How it circulates? I have got money, my salary I got, I will give that as part of my salary to the vegetable vendor, to the grocery shop, to the milk fellows. So all those people, to textile showrooms, petrol bunks, different areas I give, and they give in return. Vegetable fellow gives to farmer, the petrol bunk fellow gives to the petrol company and its workers. Grocery shop fellow does to the companies which are producing grocery. Like that, it's a cycle. So that's a business cycle, selling and purchasing. It's not one person, it's a circle of activities. So that business cycle. So that is what has happened in the economic depression. So this economic depression, how it is affected the world, we will see in a next unit, next class that is going to have tomorrow. So let us say thank you very much.